You guys know how much I absolutely loved the OnePlus Open. I've gone as far as saying that I probably would have never gotten the Oppo Find N5 had my power button, my fingerprint scanner not stopped working. I have to have my fingerprint scanner, and when I had the opportunity to get a hold of the Find N5 and cover it, I said, well, okay, that'll be just about as good as. This phone in a lot of ways is better than the Find N5. I think the camera system is better. The speakers are better. And look, it's a little bit thicker than, but it's still such a thin phone. Like, this is a phenomenal, phenomenal device. But now that it's been out for a little while now, there are some cracks beginning to show with the software support from OnePlus. Keep in mind, OnePlus has promised 4 years of major Android updates and 5 years of bi-monthly security updates on the OnePlus Open. Now, it did come out in October of 2023, so we're getting close to that 2-year mark. Are we getting that? Let's look at this post here on Reddit. This is in the OnePlus Open subreddit. This was posted 2 months ago. And if we zoom in here, you can see this was a fairly lengthy change log. We'll kind of move over. This is the 8.2.1 update, and it did add some really cool stuff like circle to search, something that I think a lot of us have been waiting for on our OnePlus Open. The problem is, while this update has rolled out to some OnePlus Open users in some regions, many users, like myself, are still on the April security patch. We have not had an update for that long. I can see here that I posted a video about the 8.01 update at the end of April. So bi-monthly is not happening right now. They are absolutely running late. They have not delivered Circle to Search to all of us. And I think for me, that is beginning to be a little bit concerning. You said 5 years of updates. It's not even been two, and things are beginning to slow down a little bit. I get that they're focusing on other things, but you shouldn't be. You should still be focusing on OnePlus Open, at least to the degree that you said you would. Now look, OnePlus is not the only brand that does this, that kind of slows down their release cadence on these updates. Lots of brands do this. This is a big reason why I lean towards Pixel phones, because they are pretty doggone consistent with their updates. Probably the most consistent of anybody. Samsung slows down as well. But this is just something that I think, as we have this trend of longer and longer promises of updates, doesn't really matter if you don't actually deliver the updates in a timely manner. Or maybe it matters a lot less. I'm a big believer in buying a phone or any product based on what it is at that moment. If you're not good with it as it is, don't buy it expecting updates to make it better. That is just a recipe for disaster. But that being said, it feels bad to have a $1,500-ish phone that you feel like the OEM has kind of already forgotten about. It is July of 2025, and this phone still does not have Circle to Search. That, to me, is just unacceptable. Being on the April security patch in July for a $1,500 super premium phone is unacceptable, only not even 2 years after the launch. This is something that when we're buying these expensive phones, it is worth considering that OEM and what their track record is when it comes to these updates. A big part of why I'm making this video is because I've noticed that I seem to have this magical power that when I complain about something publicly, the thing I'm complaining about gets fixed within like 2 or 3 days. So hopefully I am going to fix this problem. Maybe you're going to be checking for an update right now during this video, and it's going to arrive for you and me. Hopefully that's how this goes. But if not, the longer this takes, the more frustrating it is. This update has been out for over 2 months in other regions. I've seen it a month ago in the UK. What is going on? Why is this taking so long? It would be one thing if we're talking about a phone that had to be imported, right? Like maybe that would be a better excuse. But the OnePlus Open was sold directly in the United States, so there really should be no holdup, and yet here we are months later waiting for the update that other people have had for quite a while, and it is definitely a little bit frustrating. Guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what region you're in and if you've gotten the circle to search update on your OnePlus Open, as well as when you got it. Hopefully, like I said, my magical powers will fix this problem and it will be rolling out as I'm posting this video. And if that does happen, it's still all true. 2 months is entirely too long to wait for an update that's already rolled out in other regions. So hopefully, like I said, this gets resolved quickly. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content just like this. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.